Sagittarius, how you going? Welcome to the Astroflower family for your weekly reading going from the 9th to the 15th of October. Yeah, eclipse reading this week, and it's eclipse that's connecting the root chakra with the sacrum chakra, and it's all about fundamentals, basically, fundamental energies, which ties into you really well because you're into your autumn period now. And you're going to be looking at a lot of the fundamentals in your life. What have I been doing over the past year? What have I done well? What I haven't done well? What I'd like to do in the coming year? What I'd like to stop? What I'd like to start? And all those sort of things. So it works really well to you and all the readings have been about like repositioning or revaluating oneself and stuff like that. So it plays beautifully into your energy at the moment. So thank you very much for that, for being here. I hope you have a lovely reading. I hope you're doing really well. Nine of Cups. This is obviously a fire thing. Fire seems to be getting a lot of opportunities, and it's like the savannah or the Serengeti in Kenya. When you get a grass fire, it clears out burns out all the dead and allows the new shoots to come through. And this is the new shoots coming through. And it's because I think it's like you've closed ranks. It's like you've tightened your energy. You're a lot more concentrated. You know where you're going. It's a lot less malleable by the world outside, and it's taking real form, basically. And I think this is producing opportunities around you. And this is a good way of being. It's like breathing in and out. It's, there's moments when we're really tight and really strong. And then there's moments where we're a little bit more sort of lapsadaisy, a little bit more relaxed in the energy. And we learn a lot. We take a lot more, we get knocked by a lot more and stuff like that. It's just knowing that rhythm. And sometimes I think you got a little bit lost in that rhythm in this year. And this is really good to see you re-tightening up because it's bringing a lot of opportunities for you. Look at that, you get 2 9s. Gee whiz. They are really good energies. Those two there, really good energies. Because you've got the 9 of Cups here, sorry. You got the 9 of Cups here, which is the water. And you get the 9 of Pentacles, which is the earth. And that is the fertile ground that you need for desires, dreams, ambitions to take hold. It's the best planting grounds you can have for all of your seeds of your desires, basically. So these opportunities that are coming around, you're knowing how to plant them. They're almost as if like you're receiving the fruit as you go along. All of these fruits on this card, on all of these pentacles, not all of them are ripe as yet. But the thing is, they're ripening as you go. A little bit like a tomato plant. When you get like a great a bunch of tomatoes, I guess you call that. A bunch of tomatoes. You've got several tomatoes on there. They gradually ripen as they go along. And I think this is what is happening for you in your relationships. It's almost as like you're opening the present, and there's more than one layer. And each time you open a layer, it's like, wow, look. And it's on your karmic path is to rejoice in those sort of connections that you have with other people that are around you, and connect with them in a very physical way. On the how is the universe influencing you? You got the King of Swords, wisdom, and through this wisdom comes clear vision of where you should be going. And I think the universe here, as I said, I think you're tightening up your energy, and I think the universe is responding to this. And trying to make things absolutely clear by eternal judgments in life, which gives you that wisdom of how to interact or sort of connect with people around you in a very productive way for you and for them. Oh, look at this. King and Queen of Swords. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at that. What a beginning. 2 9s. 2 9s. And 2 to the royalty of swords, basically. So through this judgment, I think this is where you've come from as well. I think you've chosen a direction with the Queen of Swords. I've now forgotten which one came first. The King, yeah, the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I got mixed up with all the cards. You've chosen a direction here, I think, over the past, and this is what I mean about tightening up. I think you initiated it. You provoked it. And this is a judgment over feelings, sentiments, that sort of thing. The wisdom that comes out, the judgment of your own sentiments and emotions and your connection with everything. And the universe is responding to you by giving you a clear vision or a clear direction that you should be taking in regards to your relationships. Absolutely beautiful. And this is really fundamental energy as well. Very, very powerful on your relationship side. Very, very powerful. You know, a divine counterpart as well. And this is, you know, you might have someone who just really sits so well with you with this divine counterpart. In the sense of, you know, a mental stimulation of life and stuff like that. What's in your future self? You get the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about message, communication. It's also about sort of turning negative into positive for me. For me, it's a little bit like the burning arrows that flew into Buddha, and Buddha converted them into lotus flowers. And this is turning the negative into positive. So understanding within you, it's like you sort of saying, someone asked you to go out for a meal somewhere, you know, and you know they stimulate you and everything like that, and you're kind of going, oh, I don't know if I should, I'm a bit scared of having a relationship and everything like that. It's almost as if like you're now trying to turn the positive into a negative. And I think you've got to now start turning within you, turning around and sort of saying, no, it's going to be fun. And turning what could have been negative in the past, now you convert it into positive. And this is going to help with communication, with you communicating with others communicating with you communicating with life, with your own happiness and everything like that. It wouldn't be, because this reading here, as I said, there's an eclipse. It wouldn't be an eclipse reading in a way without the moon. I think this communication here is opening up a lot of emotions according to judgment, because there it's a Scorpio card, right? Okay, and the scorpion was the old word in you know, you're talking about sort of like 3,000 years ago. You know, it was the way in which, if you look at it, let me turn it up this way actually. Yeah, so if you look at it there, you'd hold this end of the tail, and the claws would be the weighing scales. It's like judgment. They was used for that, and that's why Scorpio has got this hell bent on it's hell bent on human rights and that sort of thing, and treating people right and stuff like that, because they've got that judgment within them. And that's why you get the Libra section next to it. Anyway, that's all in about the Astroflower. But yeah, here it's through that judgment, you're being able to voice yourself and communicate and play with that beautiful unseen energies. Kind of going, oh wow, this makes me feel weird. Oh wow, I like this feeling with this person. I've never felt this before. That's what's coming through. I think it's a very joyous thing. Very joyous thing. Let's have a look what's going on your financial side. Your karmic message. There you get the Six of Swords here. A rite of passage to calmer waters. And it's your guides that are helping you through here. So I think it's a case of, in this week here, is getting back to fundamentals, yes, but not pushing too much. It's not a good week to start a business, for example, or to start a new job. I think it's a question of sort of kind of like allowing the wheels of the world, the material world, to just function, as it were. Yeah. This is a distilling card for me. So you're distilling your connections, your joyous connections with your job, your business, and your projects, and you're distilling it into one cup. Heart's desires and stuff like that. And I think this is where the universe is helping you to do that. And where it's helping you to do that is because you are taking time out for allowing the universe to take one turn, to spin on itself. And when it spins on itself, that's when it creates that whole new cup for you. And I think that's part of this as well, part of these sort of like gifts that are coming through to you. So where have you come from in regards to your job and your business and your projects, and where is it coming from? Carrying a lot. And I think here is more, okay, so it may not be a case of carrying a lot, okay? This is how I see carrying a lot. I think you put too much emphasis on your work side, possibly, or too much faith in your work. So let's say, like, kind of sort of saying, I want to get a job, I've got to get a job, I need a job, I want a job, and then you focus on that constantly, rather than focusing, what would I like to do? You're focusing on, got to get a job, then you get that job, right? It's not exactly the job you wanted, and it doesn't pay brilliantly, and it takes up a lot of your time. And this is where you could have put yourself in a situation where you put too much emphasis on kind of getting it, rather than kind of going, what do I want to do? And I think this is where you're getting that sort of rite of passage onto that sort of calmer waters with a 6 of Swords, excuse me. 6 of Swords. And you're distilling all of that now. And that's what's also in your autumn period as well. You're distilling all that now. And what's heading towards? Where are you heading towards? Your judgment. So your calling within your life. I know I should be doing this. It is just 100% within my fibers to do this. And that is you responding to the calling of your higher self, the calling of your connection to your universal path. And in order to connect to that, and this is what you're sort of you're gradually distilling it through your meditation, through your inner visions, through your, the conversation that is within you. As you're distilling this with that, it's helping you to see what you want to be doing next year. This is what I was talking about in the Astroflower. And I think this is where you're going to be, working out a very good work-life ethic, basically. And I think this is where you're calling to your pathway of what you should be doing, basically. 7 of Pentacles. Wow, you've only had 1 7 on there. Everybody's been getting loads of 7s. You may get loads of 7s in the clarifications, but this is nurturing that pathway there. Nurturing that fundamental pathway. So once you start working on, okay, so now you've got that job that doesn't pay you loads of money and it occupies all your time. Now you're sort of kind of going, well, what would I like to do? And that's going to need nurturing. And that's going to take you a few weeks. And I wouldn't really count on it till your birthday, basically. Take time, distill. Nothing has to happen today, sort of scenario. Just take your time, Sagittarius. Right, let's go on with a bit of clarification here with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate your support that you show this channel. Absolutely lovely. Commenting, sharing, liking, all of that malarkey. Obviously subscribing. So picking that cup, distilling that cup, right, from all of those cups there to make that 2 of Cups. This is where you're getting to your fundamentals, your raison d'etre, the judgment of who you are and what the pathway that you should be following. This is happening this week. It's becoming clear within you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually starting the journey. You just know where you're going now, sort of thing. That's what seems to be coming out of this week's reading here. Yeah, with the nine of Pentacles, you get the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I think this is a beautiful way to engage your energy, and it's connecting with the with the relationships that are around you. It's tightening up. You're getting these gifts coming in, and as you do, it's going to make your life a lot more sociable, a lot more joyous, a lot more celebrative, doing things, physically going out, now going to the cinema or or just doing things with the people around you that you just love and enjoy. And you get the Three of Wands. This judgment and this wisdom, I think it's for future self. I think it's for once you start turning the negative into positive. I think this is where the wisdom and judgment of where you're going comes into play. So the universe is sort of saying, don't worry, you've got it in the bank, it's on its way to you, just relax and be patient. It's a real patient week for you, actually, Sagittarius. Really, really patient week for you. Let's see what's going on with the Queen of Swords. I'm wishing on a star to find out where you are. I think this is also on that. You know, you've made a judgment on your emotions here. And you've chosen a direction towards that star, that ambition, that guiding star in a way, that you live your life fully with intention of being in alignment with yourself. I think this is what's brought you here, to be in alignment with yourself. With the Eight of Wands, you get the Six of Pentacles. Fair exchange. I always say on this, sort of like, you know, if you start up a snack bar, you're going to be taking the orders, doing the accounts, making up the meals, serving the meals, you're doing everything, doing the washing up, doing everything. But once it starts working for you, then you can employ someone. And it's going to make your life better, it's going to make their life better. And this is what the fair exchange is all about. And I think it's turning those negatives into positives for you, basically. So I think that is a really good thing. Let's see what's going on that Moon card. Let's see what's going on there. You get the Page of Wands as well. Exploring those passions there, exploring those answers. Sorry, let me take it correctly. Exploring those answers, exploring that communication, exploring those positives in your life. And once you start doing that, you know, you're opening a pathway which is much more passionately connected with the people that is around you, because that's what you're exploring. You're exploring the unknown emotions within you or within your connections with other people, which is going to make you really passionate about the situation, basically. It's lovely. Very nice. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. We get the Four of Cups again. This is what the universe was bringing into you. But it's actually connecting to the Six of Swords. Yes, I think you need patience. Allow the distillation to do, so you start creating that cup there, that one cup there, which, you know, that's what the Two of Cups is all about. You're distilling that one cup. On this card here, it's over there, that one cup, in order to get into alignment with yourself. And I think this is where you're distilling the work that is around you, getting back to fundamentals, basically. So, you know, you can really win out of it. With the Ten of Wands, you get the Three of Swords. Now, if this was on the relationship side, it'd be a different kettle of fish. But with the Ten of Wands here, you've been putting too much emphasis on one side. And that actually may have caused you, sort of like in the past, painful situations in regards to who you are, what you're doing, where you're going. Do you know what? I forgot to pull on the Four of Cups, didn't I? Or did I drop a card? No, I didn't drop a card. I forgot to do it on the Four of Cups. But anyway, that's where you're coming from. How's the universe influencing you? Let's get back to the Four of Cups, because my attention was on the Ten of Wands. So yes, Eight of Wands here. This is opposite as well on your relationship side, where you got the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Here you get the Four of Cups with the Eight of Wands. And this is what I think the universe is bringing you, that information, that possibility to convert negative into positive by distilling your pathway into something that is much more in line with who you are. A judgment. you know. So I think it's letting go of any sort of like emotional things from the past, allowing your beautiful heart to open up to your future. Look at that. Look at that. It's like you're being called to a whole new cycle. The world here has everything. This is with the judgment card, so that it's your righteous path, your karmic mission, your connection with your universal sort of pathway on this planet. The earth also provides you with everything. Whatever you're watching this on was at one point just dust in the ground. It was a piece of earth. And the earth has given us everything, quite literally everything. There's nothing that the earth has not given us. There's a few questions on a few things. But generally, in the material world, it is giving us everything, including our bodies. So I think this whole new cycle is to do with that, getting into alignment with who you are. And you've got to nurture it and grow it, you know, within you. It's not going to happen overnight, as I said. I think you'll put all the cards to your side, you know, in your favor, if you nurture it and really start the journey after your birthday. But then that's the Astroflower for you. And with this, there you go. Excuse me. With the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing that pathway, revelation, you get the Seven of Swords. You didn't get the Seven of Swords elsewhere. You've only had 2 sevens on here. Yeah, you get the Seven of Swords. So I think as you're nurturing that pathway, what you're doing is, because you're engaged in a much more sort of work-life ethic that is livable and enjoyable and everything like that, and shareable and everything like that. That's avoiding any conflicts going to the future. And that's what that Seven of Swords is all about. You're creating this scenario where you're playing smart just because you're living your life, basically, Sagittarius. Absolutely beautiful reading. Thank you very much for being here. It's a real Eclipse reading. Don't forget about all the links in the description below, the sister channel, Sarmatic TV. Yes, and all the ways in which you can show your support for this channel. Thank you very much. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.